City outdoor pools reopened to the public for summer on Wednesday, June 27, 2018. Outdoor pool hours are open daily from 11 a.m. through 7 p.m. with a break for pool cleaning between 3 and 4 p.m. The annual New York City Parks Department Outdoor Lap Swim program begins July 5th through September 7th, running Mondays through Fridays. Early birds swim from 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. and night owls from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. For more information, go to the New York City Department of Parks and Recreation website. The New York City Department of Parks and Recreation celebrates 35 years of hosting the Summer Aquatics Early Bird and Night Owl Lap Swim program. The program is designed to promote physical fitness and health in adults 18 years and older. This summer, over 10,000 swimmers took the plunge, swimming over 11,000 miles. Participants who swam 25 miles or more this summer will receive a t-shirt, and first, second, and third place awards will be given to the top 3 male and female distance swimmers at each pool. Last but not least, the top male and female lap swimmers will be recognized.
We asked Mr. Woods what he liked best about the program, and he said everything about it, especially being able to socialize with other swimmers and push myself to stay in shape swimming. He also said that he hadn't swum in 40 years until he joined the lap swim program. Our top woman lap swimmer, Alison Rogers, grew up in England, just outside of London, and learned to swim in the ocean. When asked how the program benefited her, she said, "My health is much better, and I have become a much more serious swimmer." She tells us that the lap swim experience has opened the door to other sports like triathlons that she never thought she could do. Since this is our 35th year of organized lap swimming, it made me think of the larger number of people served over the years, and that number, believe it or not, could easily reach 200,000. That's 200,000 adults who are healthier and happier and fitter and less stressed and have a better quality of life as a result of the Early Bird and Night Owl Lap Swim program. And that's a pretty powerful 35th anniversary thought.
We have the top male and female lap swimmers. First, your name?
Alison Rogers.
And how many miles?
What was it on this one? It was 73.
And what pool?
This pool here, Hamfish. Early Bird, Hamfish.
Okay.
Early Bird.
And tell me about your experience.
Well, I've been swimming here since 2013, and I love the community here. I've made lots and lots of friends, and it introduced me to the open water community, so I'm now doing open water swimming as well. I love it.
And we have James Woods.
James
Woods. Now, James, tell me, how many miles did you swim?
92.77.
And what pool?
Tony Dapolito.
Tony Dapolito. That's where?
That's in the village.
In the village?
Yeah, downtown.
And tell us a little bit about your experience this summer.
Well, I hadn't swam in 40 years until 4 years ago. And I started when I was 66, and now I'm 70.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank
You're
you.
going to be back next year?
Absolutely.
Everybody going to be back next
Absolutely.
year? Okay, well, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
Number
Thank you very
one,
much.
number one, number one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, among the many wonderful things the New York City Parks Department provides for the residents and visitors of New York is our aquatics program. It may not be as well known as some of the other things that we do.
In second place, in a time of 2:14.82.
It's a great benefit, as we're seeing tonight. Lap swimming, both early bird and the night owl lap swimmers, are a devoted group of park
Andrew
lovers
Blair and Drew
who
Valens.
spend their summers keeping fit, making friends, and taking advantage of these wonderful outdoor pools that we have and operate only seasonally. It's a little bit like that Magic Town Brigadoon, where it appears at the end of June and disappears at the beginning of September. But in between, they're wonderful places where people have fun, make friends, and stay fit.
Yeah, about how many people made the plunge?
Oh, I think it was, well, we'll have close to 1.8 million people visiting the pools this summer, and the night owl and early bird lap swimmers are among the most devoted, of course. And I believe John said it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 20,000 people who participated in the lap swimming program this year. That's a phenomenal number, and we're delighted to have them.
And tell them they also have swimming for children in the morning.
Well, the Learn to Swim is a great program. Year in, year out, we teach over 30,000 kids the basics of water safety and swimming for free. It's a wonderful program, and I can't tell you how many people have benefited from that. They've learned a lifelong recreational skill. They've learned how to protect themselves, and they've made friends while doing it. So that's really a program that we're tremendously proud of.
We have 2 winners here. Now tell me what pool you swam at. Were you a night owl, early bird, and how many laps you did?
Van Cortlandt, early bird. I'm not sure how many laps.
I don't know.
20. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yes, 24 miles when they stopped counting.
20.75.
And tell me about your experience this summer.
Oh, it was good. It was actually my first time back in the pool in almost 13 years. So it was a little rough at first, but I'm glad to have pulled it out.
And in first place, our champion, Karen.
I look forward to it every summer. It's my summer job.
Men's division in third place.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
First of all, your name?
My name is Roberto Santos.
And Robert, what pool did you swim out of?
I swim at the Tony Dapolito pool.
And tell me do you know how many miles you did this summer?
I did 48 miles.
48 miles. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And tell us about your experience.
Well, earlier in the year I had major heart surgery, and I needed to get back into the swing of things. This motivated me to get back into gave me confidence, to get back into the things that I love to do,
Astoria
swimming
pool,
and exercising. And I'm so grateful today, to be able to accomplish this.
So this is a real live, human
It's more of a personal thing for me because it took me mentally, physically. I went through a lot, and for me to do this, it just motivated me to get, to start again and do the things I love to do. Swimming is one thing that I love. I've always done it all my life.
And what does your cardiologist say about swimming?
He says the best thing to do is to get back. Yeah. He says, get back in the water. That's going to help you mentally and physically. Yes. So I'm forever, I'm grateful for all these things and how I'm feeling and so forth.
Well, congratulations, and we'll see you next year.
Thank you so much.
See you next year.
Thank
and it's always, swimming is good for the health. It doesn't really put a lot of extra weight on any of your muscles, and it's good. It's great cardiovascular. It might be the best cardiovascular
it's the best
exercise
thing for
that there
body
is.
workout. Mentally, it's therapeutic. It's great. It's the best thing. I tell anyone that if you could, if you can swim, do this also. Make it part of your daily.
Crotona, early bird.
Thank you, and we're glad you're here.
Thank you. Oh my God.
As you can tell, we have 2 early birds here by the blue T-shirt. What's your name?
It's Paula Croxon.
And tell me, what pool did you swim out of?
I swam at Lasker.
Lasker. And do you know how many miles you did?
I just did the 25.
You did the 25?
But I did get to be in the relay team, and our relay team just came 3rd, so we're very happy with that.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you.
And tell me about your experience this summer at the pool.
Oh, it's been fantastic. A little bit cold, that's why we're all wearing penguins, because it's been a bit chilly in the pool this summer. But we have a really great community, and that's probably my favorite thing about the lap swim program, is how many friends I've made through doing the swimming there.
Oh, you made a lot of friends.
Yes.
Oh, that's always nice. And now tell us about the relay. What position were you in?
So I was swimming the 3rd leg because actually actually, we didn't really have a plan, but we did train for it. We were doing our sprints for the last couple of weeks, and that helped keep us warm as well as keeping us prepared for the relay. So we worked hard for it.
Well, congratulations. Do you swim during the winter?
I do, mostly indoors, but I'm actually a marathon swimmer, so I'm training for a 10-mile swim, which is happening on September 30th. So yeah, I'm training for long distances, and so I do train all winter long to make sure that I can do the distances in the summer.
What pool do you do in the winter?
Asphalt green.
Oh, okay, asphalt green. That's a great pool. Well, congratulations, and we'll see you next year.
Thank you so much.
First place.
Stop swimming. We'll see you poolside. With us, your name?
Aditya.
And tell me, what pool did you swim out of?
Astoria pool.
Astoria. You know, now Astoria has some of the top records here in New York City.
Third place.
And I see early bird.
Lucas.
Yes, in the morning.
Second place.
And how many miles did you swim?
Me,
First place,
like for the first 25, 44 miles.
44 miles, that's good. That's almost 2 miles a day.
Yeah, I
Second
think I
place,
needed like
Downing.
6 more miles to be third.
Congratulations,
Oh,
Russ Stevenson.
so you were that close, huh?
Yeah, last year I got second, so.
That's Jackie Robinson,
yeah.
early bird.
And
And tell me
hopefully next year I'll try to get better.
And tell me about your experience.
Oh, amazing. I think after this, when I'll hit YMCA pool, I feel terrible for the first week because it's like fume, chlorine, but Astoria pool, there is no chlorine. Like, you just look at the sky, you look at the bridge. Yeah, it's fabulous. I can't believe it was just one more week. I'll try to squeeze out every second.
We're here. This is the New York City Department of Parks Department. With us is Jane Katz. This is a summer aquatics program. But Jane, welcome.
Thank you very much. It's great to be alive, well, and ambulatory and vertical to say that it's been 60 years, only 6 decades, to be able to swim in the Maccabee Games every 4 years. And my first invite and trial was right here 60 years ago at Hamilton Fish Recreation Center. I was 14 and a half, and you know, you can do the math.
Yes, now this is impressive. So all of these, the Maccabee Games, tell them a little bit. It's in Israel, and you've been going there since you've been a young lad.
Since 14 in 1957. These are games second to the Olympics in size for those of the Jewish faith all around the world. So it's very interesting to see people, just like we do here at Hamilton Fish, global.
And now, okay, how many awards did you receive?
I received 8, 4 gold.
4 gold.
2 silver and 2 bronze.
And what events did you compete in there?
I swam the 200 and 400 freestyle, winning those, and the 50 and 100 backstroke, also winning those. The breaststroke and the 50 free, the 100 breaststroke and 50 free were silver, and the bronze were the 3 relay medals we did for the United States women's older group in the freestyle, 200 freestyle relay and 200 medley relay.
Outside of still being a wonderful, great swimmer, Jane also an innovator. Way back, in the 60s, you started with the synchronized swimming.
Exactly.
With the Olympics.
People couldn't spell it, and now they're beating us. And it's been very, very exciting. I won my first solo World Masters Synchro Championship in 1994, right when the Olympics had finished swimming there. And the same day, the synchronized swimming and the 800-meter free were in a half an hour of each other. So getting to the pool on time was the real event.
And you know, even more than that, Jane helps out the different soldiers and different men that have come back from war with the swimming. Would you elaborate a little bit more on that?
Absolutely. I have been teaching at City University for 55 years, 25 at Bronx Community College, and going on 30 for John Jay College of Criminal Justice, where our police, firefighters, law enforcement, And now, of course, our veterans are coming back, finally, to go to school. And I have created a program 5 years ago to help the veterans return to civilian life in a holistic manner and meet the civilians. And so the civilians meet the veterans because that's what life is about.
And how do you feel swimming helps?
Swimming is the great, 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 buoyant, democratic, works for everyone, ageless activity, second to none. It doesn't get any better. And for those of you that have had an injury or just had the blues, Monday blues, and you get in the water and you start doing your laps and they just kind of fade away. And that is what is so important. And that doesn't always happen with, certain activities that may be, of course, great and fun, but you just feel good and it's good for you. And when you're in, I'll be in the 75 to 79 age group very soon, 80,
Don't look a day over 39.
Oh, this is it. This is the new math. This is it.
And just to end this, your father always played a big role in your competitions. You want to say he also helped the city so much with this program.
My father at this very pool at Hamfish, which is our country club in the city, it's a home away from home, is priceless. He and our whole family started teaching youngsters the Learn to Swim programs and techniques that we did when we were little. We just did them. There was no wonderful program like we have today in the Parks Department. And we'd break kickboards because there weren't enough. And I was 7 or 8 years old, and that's when I knew I wanted to learn how to teach swimming just for life, that's all. And so our Swim for Life program, it's started that way. It's very, very, very important. And I think that everyone needs to know that's supported. And when you hear all these horrible accidents and drownings that have happened all over the world and globe, learning to swim and the skills to help others are priceless. You need to do that, and we need to support those more and more and more.
And
nothing is more precious.
Swimming's great for any age.
Especially you. I see you swim at John Jay Pool. She's a pool hustler.
I am. Thank you, Jane. Jane Katz. And we're so proud of you. Will you be going back to Israel for another Olympics?
God willing. God willing. It's 4 years. Each 4 years is 1 year after each Olympic year. So it doesn't get any better than that. It just doesn't. And all the aquatic sports, synchronized swimming, which we all do, and when, invited to do our synchro solo, I said, I have to do something new. And of course, Eclipse, just kind of the Great American Eclipse, just, got us going. And that's what I insisted and loved choreography, because I actually wanted to be an astronomer in my very youth, until you knew you had to study and you had to really know that math and engineering that my father, may he rest in peace, know about, because he was the one that nearly drowned. Someone taught him the gift of life. And when he was 14, he learned to swim. He went to Stuyvesant High School, competed, and also City College, which I went to as well. So as a result, we all had that opportunity. So, it's the people that mentor us, that, like yourself and many others here. Today is, aquatic mentoring, celebration. I think that's, the best, because you have your mermaids and mermans right here.
Right here. Well, another great season, 35 years.
This is great.
35 years.
That's great. That's great. And they'll stop at 39? Who knows? No, they'll keep going.
Jane Katz. So, hey, show those off a little bit.
Thank you. This is the faux gold. And this is the lovely, lovely, lovely bronze. And these are the others that were the other events. And this is one of our relay medals, which was just fantastic, with our team from U.S. all over the United States. Jewish women, young and young at heart, just learning, competing, and swimming together. Doesn't get better. And one of our good friends from from Florida, Anita Mitchell, just did great. And no one could be more fun than just swimming and having fun and having an aquatic week right at the Mediterranean.
Well, congratulations.
We'll
see you next
so
year.
Much. Absolutely. I'll see you in the pool next week at our John Jay pool.
That's right. Every morning. I'm an early bird.
Okay, so I'll just sleep after. I'll go.
Thank you. With us, Jane Katz and also Mary Sherwin. Mary, you have a T-shirt. You're an early bird swimmer. Tell us a little bit about your experience this summer.
So my experience is I love getting up early and swimming when you see the blue sky and the water is basically clear and clean. First thing in the morning with some very pleasant swimmers in the fast lane. And
we're both at John Jay Pool, so she had to say that.
At the John Jay Pool with Kristal, my friend. And what's really nice about it is you can get up, exercise first thing in the morning, and you're good to go for the rest of the day. I was determined to get my 25-mile T-shirt, so I very carefully calculated how many miles I needed to do each week in order to get the T-shirt so I could come to the party tonight.
That's great.
Which is the highlight of my summer.
This is what the T-shirts look like.
And it's a free T-shirt from the city for swimming 25 miles.
And Mary also was in the relay.
Oh yes, I was in the relay. I represented John Jay Early Bird. I was the anchor leg of the relay. You have 2 men and 2 women. And I hope we won something today.
Oh, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did.
Heat,
everyone's,
so
Listen, everyone's a winner. Everyone's a winner. You're here, you're swimming.
Jane Katz do her synchronized swimming along with the Gotham synchro swimmers who are amazing. And it's just a really fun party. Now you see there's music in the background and you should pan to the 35 years.
And if Mary would just come a little bit more, she could have easily taken that first place award, but...
I chose to save my shoulders. Sometimes you have to do exercise in moderation. I used to swim competitively, and I probably could have won first place, but not this year. Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
That's
Kristal won first place this year.
And it's my retirement year.
Yeah. She told me it was a retirement. High five to Kristal.
Yay.
Hey.
Yes,
thank you. There you go.
I have to thank the City of New York for continuing to do it year after year.
Yeah.
It's really a gift to the city, to the members of the community, and I think it's amazing.
Yeah, Jane Sage, also, you were here when Henry Stern and
yes.
way back from the beginning.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, his then young sons, learned to swim with me and swim better at John Jay Pool. So it's a special place, and known him for years and on many, many, many of the meetings that we have been to, and as a park department, just ad hoc spokesperson, because whatever I do, I always speak about the Parks Department, City of New York. And that's where I learned, not a fancy place, the best place.
I think the Parks Department is really amazing. They give us the opportunity to do this swimming in the summer, only 8 weeks out of the summer, but it's the best 8 weeks. And I'm always sorry when it ends and always happy when it starts the next year.
So 35 years to the Parks Department. Yay!
Yay!
With us, Margaret Schweitzer, and Margaret, we both have our T-shirts on.
Right.
Margaret swam 25 miles, and actually, Margaret, 2 years ago?
3 years ago, I came in 3rd place. It might have been 2, but who's counting? I feel like we are winners all the time.
and how? Tell me how your swim went this year.
The swim was the swim was really great, but what happened with me was that I just had a little difficulty with the cold weather. So I didn't make the count that I wanted to make. But I still made 25, and that's great.
Oh, that's great.
I earned my shirt.
You did earn your shirt.
Yes.
And tell me, any experiences? We're both at John Jay Pool, so anything happy or fun happened this season?
We had a great group of swimmers this season, and the attendance was high, and swimming is just great for everyone, and hopefully everybody's healthy enough to swim. You know, that's very important in one's life, because I am a certain age, and look at these muscles.
Wonderful muscles. And look at that shirt.
Yes, yes.
Oh! Nice team swim cap at John Jay College.
Oh!
So we're now the John Jay team here.
Team,
Yeah,
yes.
totally team.
John
Jay, John Jay, John Jay, John Jay, John Jay, John Jay.
During the summer session of Learn to Swim, the Parks Department serviced more than 20,000 children through the Learn to Swim program.
That's amazing. Amazing. And it's all free.
It's all free.
I always need to end with that. It's all free.
It's all free.
So to next year.
Next year. Thank you, Kristal.
See you at poolside.
See you at poolside. Hey, listen, congratulations to Kristal Hart. How many first place trophies have you won over the years? Over 35, I don't know how many years, but how many have you won?
Oh, I have probably about 6 or 7, and I have quite a few second place.
And I have to mention former Commissioner Henry Stern, who, as you probably know, the community board is voting. They may name John Jay Pool after Commissioner Stern.
Oh,
so that would be a wonderful thing, I think.
Henry Stern was a commissioner way back, and he just loved the swimming.
He was the swimming
Parks
commissioner,
Department.
yeah. He came to our awards every single year. Wonderful person. Loved swimmers and swimming.
Yes, yes. So, a matter of fact, I was there. I brought a shirt that said 777 because in the early days over at John Jay, they had like a big, not an auditorium, but seating for people.
And like stadium seating.
Like stadium seating. And then on the first day, the 7th day of the 7th month at 7 a.m., we used to have like a little swim contest
at
where
77th Street.
On 77th Street, and then we'd have breakfast afterwards. And
you swim 7 lengths, and Commissioner Stern gave you a certificate.
Yes, yes, and I have that T-shirt. I had just pulled it out recent. Yes.
It's a collector's item.
It is a collector's item. Those were the days.
They were the days. So it would be nice, I think, and fitting if they renamed the pool Henry Stern Pool. It would be wonderful.
Oh, I think so also. That would be wonderful. And that pool's just a little short of an Olympic-sized pool, I was told.
Well,
but there's a story about that, isn't there?
Robert Moses, he wanted it to remain a pool for the community and didn't want it used for competitive swimming, so he made sure it was about 140 feet long, something like that.
Yeah, it's just a little short, but boy, we love swimming there in the summer. We always want a dome to go over so that we could swim there in the winter also, but that's never happened.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year. Well, thank you.
Thank you,
Another
Kristal.
wonderful year.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you.
you.
Appreciate
Bye-bye.
it. Bye.